entrepreneur who first said this quote, the best part of building in public is that I can stop relying on my brain. I just want to throw it out there.
You ever just wanted to read a message on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, or Instagram without the other person knowing that you've read it? Well, enter No Blue Tick, an app that will achieve
Hello and welcome to a new series of technology tools and programming languages. Step-by-step instructions for any beginner for a specific tool or programming language that would give you a good crash course. Where to begin, how to quickly adapt with a strong foundation. We will cover the most popular and difficult aspects of many tools and languages as we go. And this time we covered building in public and AI-based Android app. So let's get started. But before we get into the live building, let's take a look at others who have been doing this so as to get an idea of what we are trying to achieve here.
Opportunities to fill those gaps in a positive way. So that's a little bit about the company myself and my co-founders are building. This is just a high-level overview video of what we're going to be, building in public here together for you all to see. The first handful of videos you'll see in this series might be me backtracking a little bit because we've made some progress already, but we'll eventually catch up to a point in time where the weekly updates or whatever it may be will be more like real-time things and a bit more in depth. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to having you all along this journey. You'll see in the description, a way to go check out Refer Me, give some feedback too if you find the product useful, if you don't like the product, so we can make it better, right? And would love to just show you all, a real life lens of how to build a company from scratch and the successes or the failures and all those little things in between, right, that go into this, because this truly is the probably one of the hardest things to do in the world. And I think it'd be really cool to kind of document it all. I built a startup before, I've been in big tech, I've been in medium tech. I'm really enjoying helping a bunch of people on my nights and weekends with a product that can hopefully make them achieve their goals. So yeah, once again, thank you. Happy you're going to be along for this journey. And yeah, I will see you guys.
Startup origin stories as well. The most popular stories are the ones that have a ton of drama and a ton of craziness involved, kind of like Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook origin story of how he actually didn't come up with the idea, but maybe he stole it from the Winklevoss twins. Or on the other hand, it's just some brilliant stroke of genius, kind of like when Isaac Newton was just sitting down underneath an apple tree and then an apple falls on his head and he decides to discover gravity. Startups come in a variety of shapes and sizes, and so do their origin stories. Some startups come out from people actively doing market research, trying to find a problem to solve in a niche market. Other times it's problems that people are actually facing on a day-to-day basis, and the problem has been lying in front of them the entire time. That's why for this week's episode of the Startup Series Season 2, I wanted to go over my startup's origin story. And for those of you that don't know, I'm currently building an audio journaling app called Solely. It's basically a platform where you journal with your voice, and you journal about 3 things every single day. Something beautiful, something you're thankful for, and something annoying. If you miss a journal entry for that day, you can't go back and add it retroactively. You're done for that day. But before I get into my very own startup's origin story, I wanted to showcase 2 other origin stories of 2 of my friends that are also founders. One of them is a solo indie traveler who has traveled across the world and is working as a true digital nomad, trying to make it as an indie hacker. And another one is a couple who are working together, one on the engineering side and one on the marketing side, who is trying to scale their one company up. I think you're going to see a lot of interesting tidbits from both of their origin stories. Let's get into it right now. This conversation right here is with an indie hacker, and his name is Fu. He is currently traveling around the world as a digital nomad, right now in Bali, just building out different types of products. And in this clip right here, I'm asking him about the various products that he has made and some of the ideas and inspirations that led him to create these products.
So I launched 2 different products right now. They are doing okay, not decently well, but like better than I expected. So one product is a tutor scheduling tool for Notion. Another product is a one-time payment product called Noah, which is a project management template. I'm working on the 3rd product right now. That is like a developer SDK and platform for people to build apps in Notion. So basically, extract the technology that I used to build my first product into a new product. The biggest motivation that I decided to do this is that right now, Q.so, my first product, cannot live without this technology. If I do not build this technology, I still have to maintain a somewhat similar technology if I want to maintain keyless SO.
And in this next clip, this is with Philippe and Marie, who are the co-founders of Tally.so, which is a form building tool. In this clip, I'm actually asking them what motivated them to create Tally.so, a form building tool, when there are already such huge incumbent players in the field such as Google Forms and Typeform. Where did you find that courage to still go into a place with so many incumbents? And how did you really differentiate yourself?
I think the thing that like triggered us was we were unsatisfied by the existing solutions, which is we used Typeform a bit, but that gets very expensive quite quickly. If you want to imagine our use case with Hotspot, where we wanted to find 100 hotels and 100 influencers, and we're just a startup, we have no budget whatsoever for this. We would already have to pay like, I don't know, what is it, like $30 a month or something like that. And it's not a lot if you're a business, but if you're just starting, you're just trying to save everything that you can. And basically a lot of times we just go back to Google Forms because it's free, but it looks horrible. It's not something you like really want to share with anyone, especially if your early users who you try to impress, because there's nothing impressive about Google Forms. Typeform is the sort of the household name when it comes to startups creating beautiful forms. And then there's like Google Forms, which is free. So we felt like there is a space in between those two where Typeform was started as being the startup option, but they have existed now for 10 years or something like that. So slowly they have been moving up market. They're searching more growth. So they're like looking for more enterprise customers. And that also meant that they're increasing their pricing over time, and it became increasingly expensive to use it. It was $30 before, now it'll be like $50. So we felt, okay, maybe there is a space actually opening up between Typeform and Google Forms where we can introduce a product that feels as free as Google Forms, but as powerful and as beautiful as Typeform.
So as you can see, these origin stories are a lot less sexy compared to the Mark Zuckerbergs and Facebooks of the world, but an origin story is an origin story nonetheless. And for these two founders, the way that they came up with their startup idea was by actually going out and building a product and finding the pain point of building another completely irrelevant product and then building a new product to solve that one pain point. Now for my own startup, Solely, its origin story actually goes back to college when I was taking a product design course. For this product design course,
videos in your niche or category. This tool helps you do research in your category and also gives you some inspiration. One of my favorite things to do to kill time with this tool is to just bang a few random keys on the keyboard and see the really weird videos it shows you. Keeping up with what's trending in your category is kinda hard. So I wanted to build a tool that helps users with exactly that. I spent an hour building this, and for now, it's honestly not that impressive. You can select a category from the drop down and then it shows you the trending news. It's pretty basic, but it gets the job done. I'll improve this by adding images or something later. Most of the functions and tools are now implemented. So I started implementing the payment system with Stripe. It didn't take me that long to implement the payments. For now, I'm keeping the price at $20 per month. But I'm not making any promises because I know that I'll constantly experiment and increase the pricing. I also built a really simple settings page and the web app is almost done. Since I only had around 2 days left, I now started working on the landing page. I spent a lot of time on the landing page and tried to make it as simple as possible. I added a video for each tool on the landing page and the dashboard to explain how it works, and it now looks pretty good. I used my DigitalOcean VPN.
So stay tuned for more. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and keep building.